Hey, this is Jack over at Dominion. I'm out on the 1800 block of East 33rd Street in East Baltimore in the Coldstream Homestead, Montebello neighborhood. Got a porchfront property here right across from Lake Montebello right there. Real nice spot. Hopkins is about a mile that way. Like main Hopkins campus is about a mile that way. So you got a nice porchfront block right here. Definitely a retail spot. We're going to actually probably hope to keep this as a rental property. But we'll see. It's going to kind of depend on the scope of work and if we can make the rental renovation economical. We want to make sure we spend the right money, but you know, we like to be able to pick up these nice locations. This is an REO property that we picked up. You can see a lot of paneling, a lot of original trim. Floors are solid, but they've got this this vinyl peel and stick tile, which isn't a very high quality. More paneling, looks okay, but really not paneling that we're going to end up keeping. It's not particularly attractive. Little plumbing issue right there from the ceiling. Lot of plaster walls. Got a full bath back here. Really needs to be totally demoed. May not even keep it, given the location. Really, full bath off of the kitchen and dining room just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then the kitchen, old cabinets, old tile. We're really gutting all of this. None of this is going to stay. Head down into the basement. Got about 6'6" ceiling height, so not high enough for any bedroom. It's going to end up being club space. Got kind of like this lattice on all the walls. Nothing of particularly good quality, so it's all going to end up being gutted. Old boiler, doesn't look salvageable. Old hot water heater, copper's been cut out. Not keeping any of that either. Got the electrical box back here. Electrical box looks decent. Maybe able to keep that. It's a 150 amp box, Cutler hammer. Relatively new service cable right there, so maybe able to save some money on the electrical. Got an old oil tank, definitely gonna have to be removed. Sounds pretty empty, which is good. Got some water infiltration issues down here on the floor, here, over here by the boiler. Maybe just be coming from this Bilco door right here, but a pretty high likelihood that we're gonna have to do some concrete work down in the basement here. For all intents and purposes, for estimating purposes, we're just gutting the entire basement, redoing the HVAC, redoing the plumbing completely, and gonna have to do some electrical work, probably switches and plates, change out the switches and plates everywhere, but at least the electrical box is salvageable. Let's go upstairs and see what we got. Getting more paneling on the walls up here. Old banisters, it's original banisters. These look to be in pretty good shape, but you see all this, this chipping and flaking paint on the sides of the rails here. That's lead paint concern. We really prefer to replace those, so that's what I'm guessing we're going to do there. We got 4 big bedrooms up here, as well as a bathroom. You got plaster walls, old leaded trim. Plaster walls are in pretty bad shape. You got lead paint on all the window sills here, just because you can tell they're old and original. Vinyl windows, but they never replace the sills. The sills are just as important. Got the second bedroom here. More of the same. Lead trim, plaster walls, leaded window sills, and then older vinyl replacement windows, and then this vinyl peel and stick on the floor. So we're probably pulling all this trim and laminating all these walls so far. Not a whole lot that's going to be kept in this house. Then the bathroom, got an old pedestal sink, kind of cool looking, but nothing we're going to end up being able to keep. And then you got this interesting tile work in the bathroom. You can actually get some stained glass on the ceiling of the bathroom, or of the shower stall. That's cool. But really, I mean, back in the day, I bet this was pretty fancy. Look at it, you got a triple shower head. That's pretty unique. You know, nothing. Everything's in pretty bad condition though. I think at the end of the day, we're gonna have to be gutting this entire bathroom. Third bedroom. More of the same, plaster walls, leaded trim, leaded sills, old radiators. Given that we're going to be pulling all this trim, we'll probably end up pop some holes in the floors and run ductwork rather than just replace the boiler. Just because it's really a judgment call, but given how extensive the renovation here is going to be, we might as well go ahead. We're going to have to do some framing fixes anyway, so we might as well box in the ductwork and have the house central air ready. Also, these closets in each one of these rooms, these corner closets aren't particularly desirable. They're very small. I'll show you this one again. It's a really kind of small corner closet, not modern. And we're looking to renovate these properties one time. So closets are something that people often overlook. And you can see here's what the plumbing looks like behind that bathroom. We're not going to be able to keep any of this. This is all just too old. So houses needs a lot more than appears at first look. We're going to have to spend a lot of money here. This is probably a $50,000, $55,000 renovation at least. Probably in that range, 50, 55. So we might end up having to take this one retail. The location is certainly retailable. You can see with the view of Lake Montebello over there, behind that tree. But it's definitely a retailable spot, so we might have to go that direction. But this will be a pretty substantial rehab. This house is going to look much different in about 2 or 3 months than it does today, so I'll continue to bring you out here as the project progresses. This is Jack over at 1819 East 33rd Street. Thank you very much.